So I saw this Kaggle contest by Google for finding out creative use cases that can make use of Google Gemini's giant context window. That's 2 million tokens. So I, as a content creator on YouTube with close to about 192,000 followers, and I make videos about the science of food and nutrition, and I get a lot of questions. Regardless of what my videos are about, people are always anxious to have basic questions about food and nutrition answered. So they will often leave an unrelated comment about, hey, this is fine, but what about this? Is this safe to use? Am I doing something wrong? And so on. And it's often painful for me to go find out which video I've already answered this question and then be able to respond back to that comment with that answer and a link to the video so that I can get them to watch this. And this is simply not practical for me to do for all of the comments that I get on a daily basis. So I thought that this is the perfect opportunity to actually participate in this challenge and write some code that lets me really automate this. So here's what I did. I created an assistant that basically looks at all the videos that I have made, including the ones where I've been a guest on other people's podcasts, and these are like 2 to 3 hour videos and so on. I put them all in a single playlist. And what I did is that I set up the environment, sort of imported the Google API client, the YouTube transcript API again from Google. And then what I did is got the basic environment set up with the API keys and so on, retrieved all the videos from the playlist. Right? So once I retrieved all the videos from the playlist, and it turns out that there are 132 videos in that playlist now. For each of those videos, I retrieve the transcript and I save them to a file. I am saving it as transcript.txt, and in a very specific format, I have the URL transcript, and so on, right? And then I essentially combine all of these things into a single giant instruction, in single sort of context string, if you will, read through this transcript, assemble all of this so that I can send it to Google Gemini, right? So what I then do is that I get all the transcripts, I combine all of them. So this is 132 videos. And then if you really look at it, the number of tokens I have is almost 500,000. Right? So this is the total amount of information that I'm actually sending into Gemini. Then I define a prompt template where I tell it that, hey, you're a helpful Q&A assistant, focus on only answering the questions using the content in my videos. You've been given the transcripts, including the URL. When you generate the answer, also give me the URL to the video and so on, right? And so I took some common questions that I often get in my YouTube comment section and then see if it works. Yeah, it works. So the question was, is MSG safe to use? And it gives the answer from my video, and more importantly, it also, let's link this video, if you sprinkle some salt. So that's the video where I actually give my answer. So that basically is the power of having 2 million tokens. But I went beyond that as well. But I thought, let me make this even simpler. I wrapped the entire code in a Flask-based REST API and wrote a Masala Lab Chrome plugin. Right? What this Chrome plugin does is that suppose I go to one of my videos, like this is about soy, but clearly somebody has a question about aluminium, completely unrelated, but hey, they have a question, right? So it's possible for me to now right-click this and then basically answer that question. So it's going to take a little while, but it'll eventually come back with an answer from the videos that I've made. If I've made a video, it'll put the link there as well. Right. So what it did, it answered the question, and it also addresses some of the common myths about aluminium and included a link to the video, which, by the way, I could just copy this entire thing to my clipboard and respond back to this person, right? I could edit this comment if I wanted to. Now let's check to see if this is actually the video that we wanted. Is it safe to use aluminium cookware? And it is. So this is a use case that really potentially makes my life easier. Thank you.